It's interesting. I saw when we were talking about going back to centre backs. I saw Josko Gvardiol's name coming up yesterday again. If you remember, way back during the Bastoni excitement times, kind of half excitement. I think we knew it was going to be a struggle to get him away anyway. But I actually said in the videos back then that I'd heard that Gvardiol was actually above Bastoni on the list, on the wish list for that left-sided centre-back position over Bastoni. Very much was Bastoni and Gvardiol at the top, and then lots of other players kind of below that, like the Torreses, Gay, Longley. The names have gone all out of my head. Very previous videos you'd have heard me say. And of course Bremer. Bremer's a bit different. Bremer's not the left-sided one. He's either right-sided or in the centre. But which I think Longleg can play as well. But Gvardiol is class. He is absolutely class. 20 years old if you haven't heard of him. RB Leipzig centre-back. He is a Croatia international. And he is expected to be a star. Ukrainian lad, that's the other one I was going to say, whose name's just completely escaped me. 19-year-old lad, who I've said so many times before. There are so many names going on in my head that I forget about these things. But yeah, Gvardiol. It's one of these where if Spurs were to make a statement signing, this would be it. Gvardiol, I have to keep calling. He is one of the best young players in the world, I'd say. He is Zabani. Sorry, you might have heard me typing away there. I was desperate to know that I'd brought my laptop over there just in case of a moment like that. Zabani, he was a Ukrainian lad. But yeah, Gvardiol. He is, you're talking a potential Van Dijk type, as in a real star. Chelsea, City, looking at him. He would cost, you're probably looking at about 80 million. As a statement signing, that would certainly be one. Perisic is at Spurs. Maybe he sees that, might see that Croatian connection and think, oh, a home from home. But I would say, everything that's been said before has been that he wants to stay in Germany. And RB Leipzig are not the easiest team to negotiate with whatsoever. I think the reports yesterday, I think they came out of France, were just about Spurs had actually made an inquiry. To be honest, I'm sure that inquiry has come before. I'm sure Paratici has spoken to his representatives and people at Leipzig in the past about it, because he is, like I say, top draw, one of the best young defenders in Europe, if not the world. If Spurs start to move for him and manage to get over the line, that would be maybe up there with one of the biggest signings in their recent history. He's that good. But yeah, let's temper that expectations. Let's see how things go with that. I'd imagine it'll be difficult for anyone to get him away this summer, but you never know. Jed Spence. We talk about Jed Spence. What's the latest with him? It's a weird one with Jed Spence. In terms of actual progress to be able to report on in terms of Tottenham and a bid and everything, there's not. But there is a growing expectation, certainly on the Borough side, that the move is going to happen. He appears to favour Spurs, which is fantastic. This is when I was speaking earlier about values for players. I think Spurs are very much coming into this with the view of, look, that they want Spence. It's no, there's no two ways about it. They are certainly have been interested in him in a while. And I said Paratici has gone to look at it, watch him live as well. I think the key thing for Spurs, I guess, is that he's had a terrific season, fantastic season, helped Nottingham Forest on loan get to the Premier League through the playoffs. But ultimately, he's had this one fantastic season, and he has come in the Championship. He's not a Premier League player. Yes, technically he got a team there, but he is not, has not had that experience yet of being a Premier League player on a. And I guess the price needs to reflect that. We've seen figures being bandied about of over 20 million or over. For a player has had one very good look, he is a terrific player. I think he could be a really, really terrific signing for Spurs if or when they get this over the line. But you've got to be sensible of value. And I get this is a frustration on Twitter. It's very much, I think there was maybe a report that said Spurs are willing to walk away. You know, I don't get that's the impression right now. It sounds, like I say, there seems to be an expectation that it will go through.